this core of Aspas Less and Sada, they've only ever lost to 2 squads, and it does not look like Fnatic are going to join that elite group.
We knew it wasn't going to be easy to close out the series. Maybe didn't think it was going to be as difficult as what it was.
The only thing that was going to make us lose were the things that were making us lose on the other 2 maps. Over-peaking, bad decision-making, not playing together.
In my head, it was more like, I don't want this to happen again.
Something historic is bound to occur. You either get the back-to-back winners in front of the home crowd, pulling off the first reverse sweep in VCT history, or you get Fnatic defying the choking narrative.
At 2-0, I was kind of believing that it would close out fairly simply. I didn't think it would go to the 5th map, but it did, so.
When you, in your own mind, know you're letting the series slip, the crowd's response just serves to heighten that.
It was mostly our troubles that we didn't play our game.
He's got half, sticking, nothing afforded, no time, half on the defuse, you've got to be kidding!
I mean, the crowd, yeah, every time Loud got a kill, it's like they're screaming. The whole stage is shaking.
Finding their targets, pushing forwards, Kawazine, nothing left unsaid, nothing left untold! And it's just a collapse! Inexorable is the feeling. Loud with a 9-3 lead.
I remember 9-3, I was like, oh, like we normally do all right at defense. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do really, really well on the attack side this time. And then I was just thinking like against 100 Thieves, we didn't have the best of attack sides. And I was just thinking, well, let's try and get this pistol, I guess. So then I was just like, let's do this pistol strat and get me this, boys.
Notes, I had no plan of what I was going to say at all. Like, it's not like it was like a big Hollywood speech or anything. I'd watch a player and like they'd see a piece of utility happen or they'd see something happen and they just weren't saying anything.
Right. Boys, this is it. I just want to hear some comms, okay? Like, I feel like our comms have just disappeared, okay? Like, if we just play like it's crap, just communicate like it's crap, I feel like we got a shot in this still, okay? It's a difficult situation, it's stressful, take some breaths as you need it, but I'm telling you, the comms have just dropped to a point where, like, we can't win with these comms, okay? Yeah. If we comm up better, we can win this, okay? I want to hear, if someone's doing a cascade on you, I want to hear it. Start of the round, if they've got an ult, I want to hear it. If they're doing this, I want to hear what they're doing, okay?
Like, it was almost lucky that that was such an easy solution. Like, if we would be losing that hard and like there wasn't that easy solution, then I would have been like stuck as to what to say. But there was like a tangible, easy thing to start focusing on. So it just felt appropriate to like give them that as the kind of prompt to kind of focus on that and hopefully take away from the kind of stress and distraction that like we're losing so hard. Like, if they're able to focus on something so simple, which it wasn't happening, then like hopefully that would like alleviate other things maybe.
Fnatic are forced to force. They need a miracle.
I just remember an FNS video where he was just like, get me this and I'll call you through the rest of the game. And we were like so hyped and motivated, so I was just like, all right, I'm fucking pulling out this card then.
Let's win this pistol, and I'll carry us with the IGN in on this attack. Let's go. Okay, boys?
I mean, I was thinking after the pistol, like, we just need to get guns. Like, pistol after R is a bit more random than the other rounds. So, in my head, I was just thinking we should eco next, and we get Vandals, and that's how we're gonna win the game.
This Fnatic super team is definitely gonna have other chances. But Lock-in was looking primed to be theirs.
I wanted to risk a 10-4, essentially, because that gives us room to breathe for ulti rounds. Because if they have an ulti round on 11-3, then I'm just thinking like, all right, they'll probably win that round. So then 12, whatever the score is at that time. So I wanted to make room for error for ultimates. Yeah, we lost that one, and we ended up going 11-3 anyway, and we had to do another force as well. So it was like one of those games where you force and you force again. We lose Derke at the start. I don't even realize.
Claiming accolade after accolade.
We tried to risk and we did one more force, and it was like just a good decision. We won that round. He played really good in a clutch.
We did end up forcing the next round and lose, and then we force again, and yeah, we won one of the forces, and we were kind of feeling the momentum.
Thank goodness Aspas went that way, let's just say, because it was looking scary if he went kitchen halls and then cleared Chronicle on his own, then it could have been a 1v1 for Alfajer, but luckily he just kind of dashed across the side and it was an easy kill, so we'll take those ones. This was one of those rounds where I was just like, well, at least it's Derke in this clutch and not me. Because I was just like, yeah, Derke's probably going to win this.
Aspas, 21 kills to his name, looking to put it on series point. Damage done though, Derke, that's good. Finding his time, Aspas, a bit of spam will do it.
Let's fucking go, Derke! Good, let's go!
Now the 4-11 round, it definitely changed the momentum.
It was really good, actually. I mean, he did a really good flick on him.
I wanted to play before he taps the spike, be aggressive more than him, which actually worked out, and we won the round. I was so happy because I felt like it was important round economically and also like just with momentum-wise. Like if we got 2 rounds that we should not win, our momentum should rise and they should like be more afraid.
This clutch was just a normal one. I mean, it doesn't really affect the game or us, I think, in general. Like, yeah, he won the round, but we still have 8 more to win if we want to win the game or at least go to overtime. So we just tried to focus more on the next rounds than like that we won the clutch. That was really good for us. We started to win more because we were showing our emotions only like at the end of the rounds, because obviously we were winning these rounds. And because of that, we started to gain more rounds than it was before.
Fnatic still have a 6-round deficit to make up. Loud take a timeout, push down to the eco.
I think we did our normal anti-eco, and there just happened to be a harbor wall there, and I think everyone's instinct is to spam it.
Loud move forwards. Fnatic looking to try and contain it. Lovely. Alfajer.
Alpha killed someone through the smoke, so we knew they're like bad on money, and that usually when people are bad on money, they go B and try like doing this stuff. So after those kills, we just decided to play together and just play as a team.
Loud taking the timeout. Probably for mental reasons. That's the style of Boaster's calling. He tends to build around the tools he has at his disposal.
Jet is playing hyper-aggressive B, he usually has support. And then they're like probably playing retake A on Icebox. It's pretty normal.
Fnatic won no part of B main. They'll be evacuating.
This round, I was just feeling like I didn't want to go towards B. I kind of felt that there was something going on there that I didn't like. I could smell it.
Boaster watching the flank.
Inside the pit, will we see it happen?
Just I think that we placed the good ulti, Killjoy ulti. So it will be really hard for them to spray, and the top side plant is literally the best one for post plant.
You can see the bomb, and if they defuse, and they can see only you from the window where you can defuse. So they can only go on top of the box, try to kill you, or on top of side.
Fnatic performing surgery with the way that they are executing these players. It's precise in nature.
Boaster getting great value watching the flank. At what point do Fnatic start to believe in the comeback? I think if they win the next round, the next rifle round that is, I could definitely see it happening.
On 7-11 eco, it's more like, oh, yeah, Aspas has ulti. Then I hear Aspas on A, and we're like, okay, they have eco, they have ulti on A, let's just go B. It's gonna be like much easier because we avoid one of the like best things in the game.
It looks like Derke setting up for it. Dash forwards. It's going to be that pincer. Dodging, juking, waiting around these players, but as the util gets used, it's just giving Derke a target-rich environment. Drop down to 10 health. Disengages, dashes away.
I just did that mid play and just like gain much space. Yeah, and then I get 3 kills. I said to the boys, like, if these guys got 9, we can get 10.
There is a ripple of doubt, a ripple of unease circulating in this arena.
8-11, we're really starting to obviously believe. We've done it round by round, and it's like, oh sheesh, like the comeback is really on now.
When you're coming like on a comeback with a good score and it might be possible that you can win these rounds and you can win the game. The most important thing that you need to do is just don't think about that you're close to win.
It all comes down to round 20, I think, as to whether or not Fnatic's comeback will become a reality.
I don't really remember that we should avoid Aspas. We were thinking about mostly maybe about guns.
They have to win this round to try and make the most of it. Still holding it, but it's a fast rotation. The call is made.
They're going to be able to put pressure on. What a timing for that lockdown. And the lurk, it stopped in its tracks.
I heard him running, and I was like, he's running. Like, all I have to do is get a nice little shot on him. I didn't want to kind of hold an angle. I wanted to peek into him. Hopefully he wouldn't expect it. To be fair, I whiffed hard.
If I dash in and get a kill during the harbor ulti, that might help us.
25 seconds. Wall's not going to be broken, so it should be that plan. Now starting to come through, Reckoning, Hunter's Fury, everything at their disposal, and Derke pushes forwards.
I go to the wall, thinking, okay, this should be a free kill, and even Boaster says to me, oh, Derke, I like this, which is usually when he dies, he doesn't speak as much like that. He usually like makes a big call, and then leaves the rest.
Position, flank. Kawazin might be earning that kill, but Derke is doing so much, goes down. Oh my goodness!
I called, I'm gonna solo them, and I mean, Derke just made a play on it. If the play doesn't work, it looks like we're you know, like we're trolling. But yeah, if it works, we look like geniuses. It's the normal theme.
I think this round is just like Derke really in the zone, doing his thing as a duelist, like exactly kind of what you want.
We talked earlier about how important some of these eco swing rounds were.
Whenever against ecos, the worst thing for me is like, what if one of those sheriffs gets a 2-bop? Like, it happens in scrims so many times.
In Brazil, I think I've died more to the Deagles than I did in 2 years in the EU. It's like crazy.
Fnatic not out of that danger zone just yet, but my God, are they making a decent effort of it. Pushing forwards, it's a deeper play, wall across, but still the fight. It rips through with bullets landing. Boaster, he has to plant.
There's always the safety of the pit if he chooses to invest it, but he would love to save that for round 22.
Derke in a really precarious spot.
Ideally, I wanted it for the next round, the 11-10 round, because that one was it's a big one in terms of money, and obviously that'll be when we make the tiebreak, so it's huge.
3-on-3, Viper's pit, drop down, off to the side, Leo!
Yeah, just securing the round with the Viper's pit is the correct play in the end.
Fnatic, one round will stand between them, pulling off the impossible.
Look at the stack from Sadak here. The call to put 4 players on A early.
So I was planting it. Like, I was just holding, hoping that I will plant it, and somehow my spike was stopped to plant. And because of that, we were close to lose this round, but happily we had enough timing to plant the bomb.
Let's walk back away here. Nanos Horns playing the inevitable as the plant will start to go down now, but still, something's got them in a tizzy. Can't quite get the spike down. Chronicle now starting to stick it because time is running low. 12 seconds, wall breaking!
I just remember, like, us just charging through that wall. And I remember I was the entry frag and there was a smoke there. And I was just like, screw it, I'm just gonna go through it. Hopefully someone plants, hopefully someone trades. But then Leo comes down like a bloody eagle or falcon and swoops up the left in the backside. It was actually kind of mad. He just appears out of nowhere like Assassin's Creed almost.
So much to watch for. And Fnatic know all they have to do is wait.
I wasn't worried about the 1v3. Like, if we lose a 1v3, then we deserve to lose this game. But it should have been an easy 1v3. You just play time, Alfajer's got mollies.
Alfajer, comfortable in his mind, comfortable in the presence, knowing that they have drawn even.
The energy we were lacking in the previous 2 games suddenly came back. We were definitely running on reserves, energy-wise, and now this was just like that final kind of stand.
One of the greatest comebacks that I have seen on Icebox.
Alpha clutch. I mean, this was a good clutch. Literally, it was a game-changer one.
It's not over yet. Couple more hurdles left. You know that Fnatic are going to be raring for it.
Aspas and Kawazin again for the 3rd time in this map to try and convert a 2v2.
Tags him. Aspas low. Nanoswarm almost taking him out, but 10 seconds ticking down. The spike will be planted. Anything to make this doable. A tap on the spike. Aspas!
Knowing Alpha in like clutches, on pracs, on officials, there's like moments where he does something that he like just loses automatically. But I think everyone's confident in him to be in clutches when he actually like trusts himself and knows what he's doing without any like extra things. Because on practice on this, he throws a pistol behind the screen and he gets spammed through or something.
Jet Force, it's all down to Alfajer. Noise everywhere, the double swing! Spray down!
Chill.
We all started screaming.
I remember looking to my right and I just see Derke and and I was like, who's he shushing?
We still hadn't won the game, but you know, obviously we're super happy. 9 rounds in a row.
Unbelievable! And a groan of absolute disbelief from everybody in the building.
Oh, we should have won this match, point 2. We go away, it felt so heavy there, and I was just thinking like, we're gonna do the old school play where we cancel, we go under tube, and we do this wall.
Everything on less.
Alarmbot spotted. Right down the middle, less.
I just wish that I'd called that we did the mid wall instead of the wall to actually plant. If we'd done that mid wall, it would have meant that Sardak couldn't flank us.
So it's like in our earphones, it's hard to hear, and especially when the crowd is going wild because someone makes a play.
Because it's land, we can't even hear that he shot us from behind. Derke has no clue.
He's lined up and set up, yet still Chronicle lands the shot. Sardak stunned, and he's still no one watches. Spike to the side, Louder doing it!
And it's just like he dies, and then I'm left in a 1v2 where on scrims I'd probably win it. In official, I just bottle it.
And still it's down to Boaster, the IGL. Can he do it? All up to him, all down to this, and it's not gonna be the case.
If it was Derke in a clutch, I'd be like, oh yeah, we won, we're chilling.
Then when they swung him, I thought Boaster might kill Tyr with Collad because they're like lined up. But it didn't happen and we lost, but we were like, okay, unlucky boys, GG. And even I was saying like, the boys like, okay, it's fine, we got this OT, that pressure is on them because they just fumbled the comeback.
Yes, I obviously was hoping that he can like win this, but it was obviously really hard, like 1v2, and especially when Loud is already like on nerves and they will not play by solo.
Boaster giving his shot to earn that trophy there with a 1v2.
They are the one feeling pressure now, okay?
Loud looked absolutely impeccable on their attack side. That's where we're going to start things.
I was like, do I buy op? Then I was like, yeah, I'm buying op. And then I was like, I have read on B. I was like, cry for not op, I have read on B.
Yeah, round 12-12 starts, and he's just saying like, get me an AWP, I'm gonna go over to B. And I was just like, honestly, I want to play A anyway.
Fnatic had tried to generate early picks all throughout their defense half. None of them really worked.
As soon as they open the Wi-Fi, I'm like, yo, there's a gap. And I'm just double scoping into it, waiting.
Big flash play through, and it's a collateral! Derke runs Icebox.
Yeah, not much more to say. I don't know how he got them, but yeah, it won us the round. I just Derke making a individual impact.
Positioning known, Spike out of reach. Moving forwards, util out, but a shot does it.
I just remember this round really good. how I was in yellow with Derke, I guess.
1 round. It's all it'll take. It stands between Fnatic and lifting that trophy. And with that singular round, it'll be Chronicle who makes history. The first player to claim 2 titles.
I mean, easy 3K from me. We were seeing them because they were marked by reveal, I guess, by Recon. And I was just understanding that if we'll just hold, if we'll just not push them, just hold them until they pick, because they are stressed right now. They're all revealed, so it will be easy frags.
A fight is inevitable. And so are Fnatic. Dash forwards to the side, slow warp, supplements. Derke are able to take this fight, but it's a little bit labored, a little bit strained. Dart lining them up, re-swing, swings down, spray down!
Yeah, and then we just won the trades out. I think it was when I got the bomb down and I was behind yellow that I knew we'd won.
You can do the plan. Chill, everyone, chill. Hold on, I got boom. They're breaking. I can plant.
We have to just face together.
Can
Wait,
plant gas. Planting for gas. Planting for gas.
I don't think it was calm, or it didn't feel calm. I think we were playing calm, but it just felt very stressed.
Nice. Together now.
So I looked at Sue and I gave her a little thumbs up or a little wave because I knew that we'd won. We made a kind of historical comeback, which was kind of cool, especially in the grand final as well.
It was 5 versus 1. I was like thinking, holy fuck, this is it. This is it. It's impossible to lose.
With one player left to go, Fnatic have essentially got this one all tied up.
I don't need to watch playing. You don't have to watch playing.
As soon as I start jumping on the box, he peeks me, I kill him, and we won the game, and it just felt so surreal.
Maybe it's the greatest comeback in VCT history.
It's an insane feeling to come back like that.
Fnatic, they pull off the impossible.